spiritual practice is concerned. This one moment of meditation will bring you tremendous amount of energy. So then you start, then you not only, you then not only deal with concentration, you start to deal with another reality that is called energy. Guru Shakti. Shakti, that is power, energy. Because when your mind has to elevate from this, this threshold, this level to this level, it will need a certain amount of energy, like the rocket. If you have to make the rocket get out of this atmosphere, you need to give the rocket a escape velocity. It does not need velocity, it needs escape velocity. It needs a particular velocity which can, which can penetrate this gravitational force, which can break this gravitational force, and go out of this phenomena, go out of this atmosphere into the space. So here also your mind will need a specific amount of energy so that it can break free this phenomena of of this world, and it can go beyond this world. So then when you start to meditate in this way, that you can feel that every moment you are having this concentration. Always be very, 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 very honest with yourself as far as spiritual practice is concerned, because this is the only thing that you are doing, not only for the people, not only for yourself, but for the whole world. You don't know that if you meditate properly, if you can have this concentration properly for one moment, the vibration which it will create, it will not only be limited within your body or your mind, it will go out into the universe, and it will produce many positive energies, many good things in this world. So if you can have a concentration for 5 minutes, a real concentration, if you can have a real concentration for only 5 minutes, then you will see that this will not only do good to you, your body will be full of energy. Your body will be full of energy. It will be heated up. Your body will be heated up. You can see that your breath has become warmer. Your whole body has become like, the temperature of your body will feel to be, it has increased. But if you put a thermometer in your body, you will see that the temperature is the same, but there will be some heat generated within your body, and you will have this intense energy within you. Okay, so this will not only do good to you, but this will also do good to the world. Now, when you have started to meditate in that way, that you can maintain a real concentration for say 10 minutes. If you can maintain the real concentration for 1 minute, 10-minute concentration is is also very possible, is also very easy. And if you can maintain 10 minutes concentration, you will see this 10 minutes will roll on up to 1 hour, 2 hour, 5 hours, 10 hours. And at one point you will see, though you are doing everything in this world, all the activities, everything, but your mind is always concentrated. So this also you have to do, this also you have to do in your life. This also you have to bring, this also you have to make it happen in your world, in your life, so that you do everything. You go to your job, you cook, you talk to your friends, you do all the other activities that you need to do in your whole day. At the same time, your mind is always concentrated in meditation in one point. That is also something which you need to do. Now, when you start to do this, when you have this concentration for 10 minutes, let us consider that in a day you can have concentration for 10 minutes, which is the real concentration. You can have this concentration for 10 minutes. Then what will happen? What happens? Then you will see that you will have a tremendous amount of energy. Now, what will this energy do to you? This will not only do, this will not only enhance your spiritual capabilities. This will not only enhance your spiritual capabilities, they will also enhance all the non-spiritual capacities also. They will enhance everything which you have in your mind. If you have envy in your mind, you will see the spiritual energy will, you know, will, you know, will magnify this envy. If you have jealousy in your mind for somebody, if you have not been aware to discipline your mind to get rid of all this, if you have not disciplined your mind to get rid of all this, and if you have kept these within yourself, because the mind is a very very ridiculous place. We keep things within us. We keep things within us which we think that they are very personal. In this world, nothing is personal. Nothing is personal. Your body is not your personal property. Your mind is not your personal property. Your intellect is not your personal property. All the attributes, all the qualities that you have, they are also not the not the personal properties. All these distractions that you have, all these negative thoughts that you have, they are also not your personal properties. They are the traits of this nature. Don't keep them within yourself. If you keep them within yourself as your own, then they are going to damage you. They are going to destroy your path, because they will become very very strong, and then you cannot fight with them. So at one point you need to think about spiritual growth, spiritual energy, meditation, energy by which your mind can elevate up to this point of samadhi. Hello. 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 Some phone call has come. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, Swamiji.
Okay, there was a phone call. Anyway, so if how to do this, how to get rid of these phone calls, while I'm giving class, is there any idea how to get rid of these phone calls? So what I was saying was, you know, at the same time, when you are meditating and you are trying to elevate your mind from one point to the another, from one point to samadhi, and making it reality in your life, at the same time you also need to get rid of all these things, all these attributes, these attributes which they harm you. They harm you. And that is why that is why uh, like in the Ashtavakra was a great spiritual teacher. So when Janak asked him that Katham Jnanam Apnoti, how can I attain self-knowledge? Katham Muktir Bhavishyati, and how can I attain liberation? Okay, these are the question. The disciple is asking question. Katham Jnanam Abapnoti, how can I attain knowledge, that is self-knowledge? And Katham Muktir Bhavishyati, and how will I attain self-knowledge, this liberation? So the first the answer that his master Ashtavakra gave was this, that Muktim Ichchasi towards your attachment towards the subject of your subjects, your attachment towards the objects of your senses.
Swamiji, you cut off for a second there.
Like about 30 seconds, maybe we couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
Where?
Just
From Ashtavakra's response.
Okay. So when Janak asked him, that Katham Jnana Vapnoti, how can I attain knowledge, self-knowledge? And Katham Muktir Bhavishyati, and how can I attain liberation? So Ashtavakra, the first thing that he said about how to attain self-knowledge was this, that Muktim Ichchasi Chetat Vishayan Vishavad Tyaja. If you really want to attain self-knowledge, then what to do? You need to abandon the attachment of objects, sense objects. Now, what are the sense objects? Like, we have 5 senses: eyes, nose, tongue, then ears and skin. These are our 5 senses. Through these 5 senses, we can perceive this world. So these are called sense of perception. These are 5 senses of perception. That is eyes, nose, tongue, then ears and our skin. Now there are 5 objects of this sense organs also. Like the object of eye is form. I can perceive form through my eyes. Like when I am perceiving form through my eyes gets attached to some particular form. They want to see those forms again and again, and they reject to see other forms. They prefer some forms. So when my eyes have started to prefer some forms and reject other forms, that means my eyes have got attached to those forms. So when I need to have a very, like a very sane spiritual life, I need to get rid of those attachment. I need to stop this mind to get attached to those forms. My ears, they bring sound, they perceive sound. Through my ears, I can perceive sound. So I also get attached to a certain kind of sound, certain sound of certain people. I don't like other people talk. I like only the words of some people. Okay, so that means my ears have got attached to some pattern of sound. I need to get rid of that also. My nose, they get attached to some kind of smell. So I have to get rid of those smells also, so that they don't get attached to them. My tongue, they get attached to some taste. They don't like all the taste. They like only some kind of taste. So I need to also work on this, so that my tongue does not get attached to those tastes. And skin, with skin I experience touch. So my skin also are getting they get attached to some kind of touch. So I need to get rid of them also. So Vishayan Vishavad Tyaja, that is, you need to abandon all those objects, sense objects from your senses. Means, the sense objects to which your senses are attached, you need to get rid of them. Here is